From the moment we saw the She-Hulk trailer and started learning more about the people who were behind this series, two things were immediately recognizable. One, it looks terrible. The CGI looks absolutely horrendous, and all of this is coming on the heels of reports from VFX artists that they are pushing back against Marvel because they're overworked, they're underpaid, yet Marvel continues to try to push these deadlines that they can't possibly meet. And two, it's yet another instance of feminist propaganda in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And the director is coming out once again and confirming both of those things. This is a tweet from GameSpot that started getting a lot of traction yesterday. The director of Marvel's She-Hulk has responded to the internet backlash towards the show's CGI. And again, regardless of where you want to place the blame, I think a lot of people have sympathy right now for some of the VFX artists, considering all these reports are coming out. But you can't deny that this looks terrible. What's the response from the director? Well, here's the headline. She-Hulk director Kat Coiro blames criticism of Marvel series CGI on, quote, our culture's belief in its ownership of women's bodies. I don't think that's the case. I think it just looks like shit. And this is, again, when you hire people that are activists, when you hire people who all they see are this real life identity politics bullshit behind everything, this is the result they come up with. Yeah, it can't possibly be that maybe the CGI in your show looks like trash. It must be that everyone thinks they own women's bodies. Pathetic. But these are the insane people who Marvel hires and promotes and gives all these jobs to, because this is the MCU. In what very well may go down as one of the most baffling defenses of a Marvel product in all of history, She-Hulk attorney-at-law director Kat Coiro has asserted that the widespread criticism of the Disney Plus series CGI has nothing to do with its quality, but rather our, quote, culture's belief in its ownership of women's bodies. And I do just gotta say, it's cool to see the 221B Tactical Geeks and Gamers Rebel Pack showing up there on the advertisement. If you guys do want to pick this up, I'll put a link in the pinned comment below. You can go support Geeks and Gamers, support 221B Tactical, and use code RK Outpost and get a free RK Outpost patch with this. But I digress. Let's continue on. Coiro shared her opinion on the backlash to Jennifer Walters' Uncanny Valley-esque looks during an appearance on the series' August 3rd Television Critics Association press tour panel. There, the director asserted, in terms of CGI being critiqued, I think it has to do with our culture's belief in its ownership of women's bodies. I think a lot of the critique comes from feeling like they're able to tear apart the CGI woman. There's a lot of talk about her body type, and we based it on Olympian athletes, not bodybuilders. But I think if we'd gone the other way, we'd be facing the same critique. I think it's very hard to win when you make women's bodies. Why is it such this inherently female struggle? Like, it's very famously, Black Panther got torn apart for some of the way the CGI looked, especially in the last third of that movie. The fight between T'Challa and Killmonger looked like a PlayStation 2 cutscene. It got roasted for that. Was that because they're women and we feel empowered to tear down women? No, it's because it looked like shit, and fans called it out. That you would be so stupid to not even take like ownership and understanding. This is wow. She's essentially trying to say like the VFX artists are overworked. Just say that. Just admit that Marvel's overworking the VFX artists instead of trying to deflect to this nonsensical argument of, well, they just think they have ownership of women's bodies so they can criticize it. No, we will criticize it if it looks bad. When Mark Ruffalo looked ridiculous in the Hulkbuster suit, people trashed that. People will trash things if the CGI looks bad. This CGI looks horrendous. But fresh on the heels of this very same director essentially bragging that only women are creating this, there's only women behind there, female empowerment, it's made by women for women. If you're a man, you're probably not going to like it. This person is now saying that if you have a problem with the CGI, it must just be because you think you own women's bodies. This is ridiculous, but it's right in line with everything related to Disney, Marvel, and the MCU. These are the people they want on their projects. These are the people they want running their projects. It's going to continue to get worse as Marvel continues to lose their audience. Let me know your thoughts about this insane blaming going on right now from the She-Hulk director. This series is going to be a dumpster fire. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.